Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Assyria. And there's one thing I want to announce before we get this show on the road. I know I'm recording on August because I like to record and later post them ahead of time as scheduled. But speaking of schedule, I'm going to make a bit of adjustment to the schedule regarding how these episodes posted. How we usually do 4 a week, 2 on Monday and 2 on Thursday. And knowing that I've been recording a lot of episodes at an alarming rate, so starting in September, which I'm sure it's already September by the time you are watching this brand new video, that it'll be not just 4 episodes a week, but 6 episodes a week. It'll be 2 on Monday, 2 on Wednesday, and 2 on Friday. And the reasons for that is more of a personal thing with me in terms of devoting my time to other things. That's why I've been recording an awful lot, and will be more so as the month of August, the recording month for me, goes on, as I'm, in this series where I'm going to try to, expand to the other parts of India, just particularly through the Gangetic Valley, River Valley, Plain, all the way to the end in Bengal. Just want to get to the eastern edge of the map, and then I will call it a series. I ain't gonna do it all the way to 1453 because I would most likely get bored by then. But I ain't bored right now because you got the Empress turned Samrajni. She was Assyrian, and now she's Punjabi. And she's also the champion of the Wheel of Life and Death Fighters Guild. Yes, she is the champion, and I've defeated a few other pretenders. If I defeat a couple of more, then I may form a champion bloodline. Which would be amazing that a total foreigner who's had a cultural change joins this Fighters Guild and wins the whole dang thing. Matter of fact, I don't think she's ever lost a duel. She's undefeated, too. What's this here? Grand Champion. Okay. Now, there are no wars ongoing, and we know the threat to level. Like, I'm still waiting for it to go all the way down to 0. But at least we'll be past that time by, well, defending my title of champion against anybody that wants to step up and, beat me in them duels. And speaking of duels, there's still a few rivalries that needs to be settled. Like that guy who just recently became rivals with. I mean, he's the Rakamara Kausala, which is that area there. So one would think it's like, yeah, I got a bone to pick with him. He's a renowned duelist, so he's been in for a while. But this is for the honor, not for, gain, and I ain't going to kill him, because that'll be merciless. So, if he accepts my challenge. The spineless infidel. Yeah. And I can imagine Tami, how do you pronounce her name? Shall be like, oh, Vishwanapant, Vishwanapant, the spineless infidel. Calls it infidel because, he's giant. Which is an extremely high moral authority. Which I think it's due to, well, I don't know. It's way up there. Well, anyone else? How about you, Xena? Yeah, it says, yeah, it's a dishonorable duel because she's a woman. Well, I'm a woman too. Are you saying that women fighting each other is discouraged in medieval law? Let's fight. My grip is cramping around my greatsword as Xena braces for another attack. The fallen marks have blurred. Blood is suddenly everywhere. Somebody shouting. Dead Samrajni Tami pierced through her eye. another victorious match, and I killed her. Yeah, she's a goner. Man, look at her. I know she's possessed, and she's been that way for a while. She's she saw holy comet. She's got the voice of Satan in her head, and they call her an uncivilized dueler because she fights women. I mean, what's wrong with that? So next time, you and me. Makes me want to antagonize some random people in the realm, or at least somewhere next door, which I don't want to declare a rivalry war. I just want to beat the heck out of them. Heck, it makes me want to antagonize this guy and just beat the heck out of him. I think he's a genius, so yeah, he's a real danger. So just thinking of that I need to antagonize somebody. Or at least me being an uncivilized dueler and proud of it. Like I'm thinking about, oh no, she's a Korean, she can't accept it. Not with that kind of intrigue level. It's not high enough where I could say, oh no you don't. You are coming here right now for a duel. I need somebody wrathful. That's another way of pick a fight. So just find some neighbor or or somebody within our realm. I mean, it would be easier to pick somebody from the realm. Okay, is there anybody that's wrathful? Not where. God dang it. Spell right. There you go. That's how you spell it. Okay, I just want to know who hates me around here. That is wrathful. Like, likes me the least or hates me the most. Yeah, she's a widow and she has stress relief. I'm going to start antagonizing you until we become rivals. I cannot believe I'm going down to this point where if I want to get that duelist trait, which means I have to duel several times, then that's the way to do it. But it's such a thrill. The Great Holy War for Germany. Germany's an historian. Germany as in, good lord, the Africans really want Germany. Not some duchy, but the whole of Germany. Right in the center of Europe. But, honestly, they got all this on their side. And don't forget there are others out there. I wouldn't get too stressed about it. I ain't gonna join. Even though it would be nice for me to, well, I don't know, teach these Africans a lesson, but look, their strength is not what they're used to be. Although they're still pretty strong in numbers. So as I said before, I wouldn't stress too much about it. If it gets really, really bad, then I may consider intervening, so. Just in case, we're sending you to the coast. That's security concerns. While I will remain in this part of Punjab as we continue to build this grand fortress. You can handle that, that's under your jurisdiction. So seduction in the wild. At a festive outing, I found a message left amidst the wildflowers addressed my courtier, Sahib. Um, the would-be Lord Thakur Alexios. Thakur's count in the Indian language. Sanskrit, whatever. Yeah, Alexios is waiting for it, but it's near the camp. I think that guy was trying to seduce me the other day. Well, I'm a bit lustful. As if I need any more children. Should I really fall for it? Should I? But what if it finds out? You know, adultery is very, very bad. And then thinking about the patriarch of the East, I mean, I'm already possessed, voice of Satan, you know, all that stuff. Are you willing to risk it? Or should I just stay up on the sex appeal and make everybody, you know, respect me more for rejecting seduction attempts? Where is it? Screw it. See what happens. Sassafras. I met the Empress Alexis down there. He was surprised to see me instead of Sahib, to say at least. Unfortunately, my assets and charm were not enough to cudgel the Greek tadpole. He will regret this. Yeah, you don't want none of me. I am trouble. Which I've stated that in the previous episode. Okay, remember, at around March, getting into shape again. Gotta be ready for each fight. Who would ever take a Samrajni seriously? The woman is so fat, I doubt she would be able to ride a horse. It wouldn't hurt me to remind her to record how pitiful her state is. My God, are we going for that? Fat jokes? Well, I can't make your mama so fat jokes because, one, she's dead, and she was never fat in this life. So yeah, fat jokes. She is mad. Alright, figuring that she would be Raffle, I was hoping she would just duel immediately for that kind of comment. Go after Raffle, people. That's when you force them into duels. Taunting a powerful courtier like Seminate is something many other rulers would be scared to, and using my recent actions, I've earned me quite a bit of prestige. Really? I already have the brave trait, right? Yes, I do, but a woman like her, this fat woman who's old and they say she's a powerful courtier, it seems around here widows are respected. Oh gosh. I felt the Holy Spirit fill me, and just like the apostles of yours, I could speak in tongues of many peoples, as the Holy Spirit gave me the power to express myself. The only problem is, no one else can. Mine is 20 diplomacy. Oh no, there goes my diplomacy, so that means the Empire will respect me less. Not all, but many. I've gone completely nuts now because of my possessed trait. The voice of Satan, I tell you. Why don't you give me, you know, the way to be a better duelist? Oh, and drink the Fountain of Youth. I forgot about that. Now, 33 again. Should have been 32, but I forgot. You know, seeing all these children grow up and such, it just made me think. Like, once they all reach adulthood, and if they can't, you know, afford to go university, I need to hire a couple of tutors. I got the money. Not Chinese ones, just give me... Well, since I'm Punjabi culture, that means they're gonna give me some Punjabi characters or whatnot. So... Give me some once and else. Oh no, they give me the Levantines instead. So, that's give me a... Anybody can be taught in whatever field. So there you have it. When my children grow up, pick a tutor. No matter of fact, not just my children, just anybody in the court. Pick a tutor, and you'll be taught well. Just trying to bring some enlightenment around here. Oh, get into shape. Quick. I'm fat right now. Come on, does anybody want to fight me? Ah, we got one. Wait a minute, I recognize that name. That's the former champion. Oh boy, this is going to be good. This guy who's been there since forever. But he really respects me. But there can only be one, and I've only defeated 2 out of 10 pretenders so far. It's the follow-up. Got him. You don't have it in you anymore. Give up, old man. Just try to achieve moksha in your life and, well, no, you won't achieve moksha because you're greedy. Yeah, I've studied Jainism a bit. And the reason why I have a recent fascination for India, as I laid out months ago, and that's when I came up with this idea where, look, once the Assyrian series ends, of how I talked so much about India here and there, that eventually, look, you're so far down the line, and you are the accomplished lady in waiting. So, you may serve somewhere. If only I could send you to a holy order or something. But then again, decisions of your own making. That's if they allow women to the holy order. So I think after the Assyrian series ends, and I'm sure that I say by the end of the year or the beginning of next year, or whenever the next big DLC comes out, and I will make this announcement right now, instead of waiting until the end of the series, unless I'll say it again as a reminder, that I will say that the next series of Crusader Kings that I will do will be in India. Just don't know which. We'll figure it out. So I will do an Indian series once the Assyrian series ends. Sorry, I'm looking up something real quick before I respond to, this marshal, which... Well, he ain't gonna like me for this. You just forfeited your office. Normally this would be for arrest, but, I mean, if I do arrest him, the 1% chance and rebellion, and you'll be up against a God knows how much. Should there be a peasant unrest around here? Well then, that's what this security force is for. Or alternatively, Babacus, my son and heir to the Assyrian Empire. If you want more prestige, I'm gonna give you some. I mean, I ain't gonna let you lead in troops. Not risking for that. And I will eventually find you a bride. Bickering of fools does not concern me. No longer awful, fortunately. I sat and looked at the fish course. The fish spoke to me and reminded me that my neighbor's titles were rich and should be mine. A messenger from my lord, the Leviathan. So, because of my possessed trait, fish talk to me. Yeah, my fish talk to me. I think I've gone off the complete deep end. Plus, hey, is it time for a duel? No. Huh. I looked upon the table and my mouth salivated at the rich odors. I felt the urge to fill my plate as I could, and the Beelzebub whispered, why not? Indeed. Ah, dang it, I become gluttonous. It's not a good trait to have, that leads to fat. I'm trying to have a hard diet here, and Patriarch he's ain't gonna like that. Matter of fact, what does he think of me now? Still high enough. Where I don't fear excommunication. Some of her sycophants claim that Samrajni is a very kind one, but how could her quiet and condescending demeanor hide anything but her cowardice? I'll make sure that everyone knows the true nature of that wicked person. Kind and lawful. My butt. Come on. Hate me. Oh, not involved in the war. Well, finish that little peasant revolt. Or I'm gonna raise up the Persian levy and pick those guys out. Even if I have to go out there myself, and maybe I'll get to duel someone. Fat chance of that happening. Good job. Ooh, what else? I had something else in my mind. Get in shape. Not in perfect shape, but burning fat. Hey, you think getting into shape gets rid of that gluten streak? I don't think so. It's meant to get rid of malnourished and fat and malnourished. Gee, three traits. Gee, why aren't you a member of any society that involves martial? So let's just finish this. Take these guys out. Using my foot as leverage, I pull out my sword out of the dead corpse of the last fallen appalled by my hand in the battle. All around me, the men are cheering as surrounding enemy soldiers flee in wild panic. Victory has been achieved, in large part thanks to my heroic efforts. Songs will be sung this day, all in a day's work. Let's fight. Right now. The spineless Afghan tadpole. Not involved in a war, huh? Vassalization war. Oh, this area. Now we're going to be next door to that powerful kingdom. The Pale Rider is done reaping its terrible harvest in China. The devastating plague seems to have receded. Things are returning to normal, and the Middle Kingdom seems stable. Huh. About to say, is he from around here? No. I think I'll try to be friends with him. I don't think I would want to make that guy as a rival. Oh, you want a rematch? Predictable. Stop challenging me. You are an old man. You got nothing left in you anymore. So, there's a bounty on this guy because he's a suspected apostate, vicious rumors, and excommunicated. I guess somebody put the branding iron on him. But clearly, he's killed 2 people that try to go after him in a bounty. We'll see about that. But then again, be careful. One stroke could mean that's the end of me. Because, you know, it has happened to past rulers, despite my dual experience. Look, he may find a weak spot. So let's do this. Bruise his legs, bruise his head. Do a jump attack. Got him. I'm still unscathed. Is there anybody else on the bounty board? Oh, plenty of people. I don't know if I should be going bounty crazy. Oh yeah, he's easy. Also easy. Man, these people who have bounties on their heads are just, well, they're all easy. Well, one attempted to kill him. Nobody's attempted to get him, and neither is he. So just give me a moment. When does it expire? July. Okay, perfect. Just get into shape again. Well, not yet. Until you do. You just gotta be ready for a fight and go on the bounty board. Ah, someone beat me to it. Man, uh, those bounties just went away fast. And what's up with dwarves being targets as of late? I've seen that before. It's happened again. But hey, at least it helps. I'll think about it. Hey, wait a minute, how old is my youngest? I'll still get that lady in waiting and whatnot. Oh, good. Now she's no longer Punjabi. She's Assyrian. And you call my son the Feeble? Oh, man. Imagine that. Future Emperor Bavicus the Feeble. Wait a minute. I think I pronounced his name for the last two episodes incorrectly because when I look closely at the letter, that's not a C, that's an E. So that's Babeus? Well, dang. I just looked at it closely and, well, well, sorry, son. I've been calling you the wrong name the entire time you were a boy. We just didn't know better. So he likes Iranian cultures, but frowns upon Tengris. Good news, Sogdians. The Chinese like you. I ain't gonna see no exorcist yet. Gee, you expanded again. That's why Africa will soon be ours one day. Whenever this guy passes away. Because I gave him the viceroyalty, and once he dies, it's gonna go back to me, and I'm gonna give it to the guy who has his provinces in Africa. And, give him independence. And possibly make him a tributary state soon afterwards. You know, since that thing doesn't have any features, knowing that I own this royal palace, I know Tunis, the county, has a royal palace too, so I own two of them. But Africa will be going independent. So, yeah, you know about me arresting people? Guess we can create that. Ooh, somebody wants Gujarat. Oh, finally, a challenger. Who's he? Just some guy, but he is from that dynasty, so anybody who's from that bloodline is the best around. And he hasn't been around for a while. Defeated 4 out of 10. Let's go. Oh! He got me on the first part, but he just avoided my critical attack, but I still haven't got hit. That's what happened here. Hey, fatty. Why aren't we rivals yet? And despite all this, at least the realm prospered. Wanna fight? Spineless, groveling, coward, groveling. How about you? Coward. Huh. He came to me while I slept. It seems almost it was a dream. He had 3 heads, a body of a man, the legs of a cock, and the tail of a serpent. He taught me something about myself that I always know but denied. It is wrong, but feels right. Now she's become homosexual. So that means not just men who like me, I guess women like me now. Which honestly, I know I already have enough children, but I think I'm alright with that. Women should like her. Because she's a, renowned duelist and everything. Get in shape. Perfect shape now. Ready for the next round. Wait a minute, what does the Patriarch of the East think of me now? Man, as time passes on, he's gonna like me less and less. Especially me being an uncivilized duel of which I don't give a damn. And he doesn't like me that I'm gluttonous. But he cannot deny my sex appeal. Even though I wasn't born attractive. No. I'm uncooved because I live a life of a warrior. I used to write a code of laws and took on a life of war. It was hard to sleep. While Memnon softly whispered in my ear, he was telling about all the things that should be mine, but others the more he whispered, the more it made sense. Now I become greedy. Yep, I'm really picking up on these sins here. As I said, he likes me less and less. Look, to prove to you that I'm not greedy, here's how his money. It's like, yeah, she may be the champion, but she's going on a slow descent. A slow descent towards sin and homosexuality. Not to mention she speaks in tongues, so she's no longer the lawmaker around here. See how they perform. Their first time in combat. Oh, he's passed away. Died of severe stress. Let's drink in his honor. Mumnamraja. Are you in real life deaf? Yes. He's relatively new on the scene. So let's be friends. And they're not prosperous. That's what I like to see. If it gets more prosperous, I hope that we can have new holdings. Okay, we got a new challenger. Still in perfect shape. What do you got? He's 65 years old, so he's been at this for a long time. About as long as that other old guy. And he's hunted bounties before. Oh boy, this one I'm nervous. So, 5 out of 10. I'm getting there. Alright, bring me my sword. We're just halfway there. And then I become the grand champion of the Wheel of Life and Death. What attack? Come on. Got it. He didn't hit me one bit. But I realized something as I look at these sins I'm grabbing. Since it's doing it in order, I mean, I really do not want to get all 7 of those deadly sins. I gotta put a stop to this before I get slothful. Slothful is the worst of all sins. you know, game mechanic wise, so I really need to go see an exorcist. I gotta put a stop to this silliness. A few comforting words from the priest. I sit down together with the priest exorcist. He sprinkles me with holy water while praying and holding my hand. His prayers are soothing, but I feel the fire in me growing and growing, and the sprinkled water burns. It burns! Didn't lose it. Don't worry. There are other ways. I hope. Just hang on. Want to fight this time? How about you? Don't make me do my own son for this. It's too bad I can't invite you over here because false religion, despite me having sympathies for Eastern religions. And I don't know if it's a good idea to be antagonizing women. Because, well, no, that's only if women have the homosexual trait too. It's just my opinion towards non-homosexual women. Increases, not they. Okay, is there anybody in this realm, just wondering, that is a homo who are women? Oh, of course there's plenty of them. Huh. Jesus' whispers have become more frantic as he is worried that Satan has corrupted his words through his agents at various ecumenical councils. Then he asked me to seek out the good news that Philip brought so I could understand the true role of Mary. I'll do as our Lord commands. Chaldean heresy! Who's my religious head of the Chaldean faith? I shouldn't have done that. But Patriarch of Babylon, where does he live? Oh, he lives in Baghdad. You know, same city as the Patriarch of the East. I become a heretic. Oh, that means... Oh, I gotta abandon this heresy. Stop this nonsense. No. I did not intend this character to be a heretic, and I do not want to do the one I once did to Serbia, where I became a heretic on purpose. This one, no. I ain't embracing no heresy. So, again, one would think I'm still following his orders. Come on. Hate me. Fight me if you have to. I guess I should be antagonizing men next time. As soon as it rivals, then I'll have to antagonize some random guy that doesn't like me. With a rough treat. And remember, don't go to no tiger hunt. Do that before you go to war. I just want to become the grand champion of this society before we start expanding into the rest of Punjab. So again, the path, where do we go from here? Oh, it's likely going to be through then. Why'd you do that? Whoa, oh no, Raja Jerusalem, not the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Otherwise I would be like, what on God's green earth are you doing? Well, then again, you don't live there anymore. Ah, the smuggler's ring is finally destroyed, and I forgot to build more buildings. Because I was just so much into, You know what the heck has been going on here? So in that case, we'll still be building more defenses, and I need my steward to start building buildings faster. Made another friend. You're a bit old for some training, huh? Hope you're ready. Because what I'm about to teach you may be the only ways of... Well, the rebels got Gujarat. Well, they only have Bihar and Gondwana. Their realm is getting smaller and smaller. In 2 months' time, we'll have that trapdoor built in that royal palace. Which one would think my capital shouldn't have been that? The Holy Spirit left me and I felt lessened. Some cynics commented I was finally sober. They did not understand what the true love of the Lord felt like. I am saddened. Oh, no, I ain't saddened. I'm happy about that. I stopped speaking in tongues, and now I can be at least a little more diplomatic now. Back to being the old lawmaker. So let's have a serious talk. The servant dropped the meat, and the dogs immediately drove upon it. The waste angered me, but I held my temper. Then a voice whispered to me a salt and roar. Why do you accept this foolishness? Yes, I will not be weak. I will not be weak. Romp is good, because it's for combat skill. But still, I need to see an exorcist. You gotta wait 3 more years before your next appointment. Alright. Trapdoor is finished. So we can arrest people a little easier. Well, there's another minor town we can build. We already have a brewery. We already have enough retinues. Yeah. How we have increased fertility from that Baghdad garden? Well, we can increase the fertility even more by having a royal bedchamber in there. That's for our future rulers to have more children. But don't worry, I will find you a bride. It's just I'm busy. The commander of Mustang, not Mustang. Although that's what I assume because it's over there in Nepal, right? That area? Yes, Kingdom of Nepal area. Is it Mustang or Mustang? Anyways. He hasn't been around for a long time, so bring me my sword. 4 more to go. Oh. You're not gonna get lucky this time. Oh, hell. Got him. It's starting to get tougher and tougher now. Bruised my torso. I was still in perfect shape, too. Man, 3 more years of whatever the voice of Satan's telling me to do. A delegation from my subjects has arrived. Large-scale forest clearing work is being done in one of my provinces. Of course, you know, this is related to this area of the Punjab. Even though the nearest jungle is right next door. So, yes. Recent illness among the elephants means the peasants don't have enough of the animals to finish in time before the rainy season. They asked me to lend them elephants to speed up the work. Yes, they've been. That's in Assyria itself. Oh. Then again, this is what I get for being Punjabi, I guess. So this has nothing to do with Assyria. This is from the old Assyrian homeland back then. Yeah, we'll send elephants. In the Middle East, apparently. Oh yeah, since that court chaplain just reminded me. Well, how goes on the conflict in Germany? You won. You defended yourselves. Thanks to Greece, Severus, Khalid, Cremona, Holy Roman Empire, Styria, Coivia, and Win. You did great on defending your German fatherland, where the Nestorian people can live in peace there. Surprised that the Anatolians did not intervene, because I would have loved to seen them. Back up, so return to your posts. Get back to the area that borders Sogdiana. Which, they're a bit quiet at the moment. What are the Persians expanding to? Oh, it's a rivalry war. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining. It's also a great way to learn my battle technique. I arrange a contest in my court. My throwing arm will amaze everyone. Tuh, nobody managed to throw farther than Isa the Whiner, a philosophical tutor. Hey, if being whiny is your philosophy, then it's probably a weird one. I think I figured out a way how to get a duelist trait. I just remembered. You know how when you go running or do spear throwing contests, once you have that war focus on, that if you get warrior, then great warrior, and if you get that another, then you get the duelist trait. And if I see anything like they give me a strategist trait, steer clear from that. I want to be a duelist. It's just who I am. Thank you. Different one. Babaeus. Babaeus. Remember the pronunciation, not Babacus. It's got an E there. Babaeus. Okay, this is gonna be for the last time. I'm getting bored with this. I think it should always be a good form to remind a bastard of her proper place in Punjabi society every once in a while. I'm sure Samrajni will appreciate my thoughtfulness in this regard. Yeah, I'm done making you mad. I need to start antagonizing someone else. Well, it has to be a man then. Can't get a woman angry. Okay, is there any man that really hates my guts? Just some Coptic bishop. Okay. He'll do. I mean, keep it up like that, then I'm sure he's going to ask a patriarch. It's like, hey, can you please excommunicate her? Well, do not worry. I have the state diplomacy back up again, since I stopped speaking in tongues. They allow women. Hey, let's say that you can... Stevena can't join. Well, maybe she can. She's got the... No? I thought about assembling a mercenary company for her, but what's the point? When you assemble a mercenary company, it's only good if you are, in my opinion, as a small country and a vassal to somebody. I think that's the only good time that what mercenaries that you assemble a company to are good for. If you are gonna sacrifice your levy size and reinforcements and money for all that. It is well enough time that somebody exposed Bishop Paznades, the supposed chastity for what it is, a poor attempt to hide a man's bones. Yet a most disgraceful bishop. Yeah, antagonize a bishop. One would think that's not a good move. That would be amazing if both of them accepted my challenge and I beat them both. Coward. Cleft-lipped, hair-lipped. You're all scared of me. No point in hiding my attention any longer. The bishop has openly declared me as a sworn enemy. Alright. How about you and me? We fight. Whoa. I could be called priest hater for this? Or is that him being a priest hater? I mean, his priest will be known as priest hater. Me, priest hater. Went from noble to priest hater. Immediately. Well, dang. What I should have done is antagonized... Oh, just antagonized some mayor. You won't get any titles, though. I'm not saying I don't like to be called priest hater. I mean, I never hated priests. But that's what the guy is trying to tell me to do. He's telling me to do this bad thing. He tells me, go antagonize a bishop so you could be a better duelist. Fine. I'll do it. You went from the noble to priest hater. Because of her possessory. My obesity and hunger for food has left me no desire left in my body. All that is left for me to eat, and eat. They all resent me, especially my courtiers. It was devastating to hear Akama Sabiru's harsh critique, how my constant eating and my bad table manners is revolting to everyone, and that I severely need a diet. That is hurtful. Why do you tell me this, half-brother? Well, you're a half-brother for a reason. Damn him! Okay, antagonize somebody else. Go find some lowly mare. Not my Martian. They're too old. I was about to say, what the hell is this African pagan doing in my court? I'll antagonize you for this. This will be easy. Because he's an infidel. Wait, I don't hate all priests. See, the Patriarch of the East likes me. Man, in my free time, I wish I could be swaying somebody. You know how I mentioned about there's women out there that like me. Well, let's find some sexual woman who likes me the most. Well, there's a lot of them, so I sat in contemplation of my life and wondered why is that it wasn't getting my due. And a voice whispered to me, I know it to be Lucifer. They told me it was my right to have a throne higher than the clouds and over the earth. He is right. In fact, I don't need all that. I got the royal palace down at the Indus. Not willing to join the court? For what reason? No reason to move? Yeah. Okay, somebody else. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to, seduce someone. It's just I want somebody to sway. As if we're just gonna be good friends. Like her. Even though is married. Not a fan of her husband. I know it doesn't lead to friendships, but hey. Or we could do this. You know what? Screw Swang. I forgot. I forgot about this. Have a private conversation and try to seduce or whatnot. See what happens. Kitra Barta Koyoma. Accept my invitation to meet in the seclusion of the torture chamber in the glorious Cathedral Jerusalem. After some time talking, I try to seduce her. I'm sure it's going to happen. Kitra returned my kiss and more, and afterwards we talk for hours, and I find myself fascinated with her infectious smile. As we part, my heart is singing her name. I cannot wait until I can see her again. I must learn everything about her. Life is good. There you go. No need to sway. I forgot about the private conversation option. I don't know if she really has an infectious smile, but it's there. And doesn't like the husband much. And there's good reason. He's got syphilis. See, you don't need him. And watch me kick ass and take names as I am getting closer on the road to be the grand champion. High Chief of Mordva? To be Nestorian? Sure. Despite the fact that I hate priests, although just one guy in particular. Mordva is now Nestorian. Just like this Turkish Khaganate that is tribal. Then let's see. At least one thing's for certain. I guess that area up in Russia doesn't need our help. They got all the help they can get. If I ever become an adulteress, then so be it. Hey, is it almost time to go see an exorcist? No, you gotta wait till next year. I keep forgetting. Tell me to take it easy? Well, it ups the health a bit. It doesn't hurt the combat skill. I'll take it. I'll take it easy. And the book fell apart, fortunately. Sooner or later, you're just gonna find another stunning homosexual woman, unless if you want to be more politically correct, they're called lesbians. I was about to say. Zeta. No. Tell you what. It's about that time. For you to be married to somebody. Or betrothed to somebody, at least starting from 12 and up. That's what they do typically. Gotta find you a good bride. Too bad there's a lot of slow children. Aha, here's one. It's from Azerbaijan. You'll be betrothed to her. Well, matrilineally. I hope nobody doesn't mind. Oh, god dang it. For a moment I thought I saw somebody who's got both strong and quick. I'm like, ding ding ding, we got a winner. And of course there's an age difference, so it might be a little difficult for some. Maybe him. Ooh, okay. We got a real contender here. Unless we find a Sogdian, that gives us a non-aggression pact. Okay. It's the Russian that's gonna get this. While the rest of them can go do something for this. I was about to say, when is the next... Well, it's not until he becomes 16. That's when we'll send him to the academy somewhere. Probably locally. That new Imperial Academy in Assyria. Stay in shape. There's yet to be a chance. While searching for a lost child, I came upon a band of rogues who robbed me. They were too many. They stole a lot of my money. And speaking of that money, we gotta spend it big. Like that Citadel. Royal bedchamber still under construction. Matter of fact, you should build something for that too. Just to do this guy a favor, the future ruler of independent Africa, I'm gonna get you a royal bedchamber of your own too. Just move it around furniture. Come on, up on the disease resistance, because we don't want an epidemic to come here in the future. And also just to show that, hey, Patriarch of the East, don't excommunicate me, I'm a good person. See, look, I donated to the order, no need to get mad at me for nothing. Alright, who are you? Cancerous. He's been around for a while, but... One would think that I should take it easy on him, otherwise I may kill him in this match. Not on purpose, it's just... unfortunate. 7 out of 10. Fight! Got him. Almost there. I fear Slothful is going to be the next, you know, sin I'll pick up. Admin is an infidel, worshipping false idols and forsaking the word of God. What more is needed to disparage him? That's because you're a reformed African pagan labeling in our country. And we don't like that. While meanwhile, I'm gonna go talk with another, you know, stunning, homosexual lady. Oh, not chastity won't work. Yeah, I know, you're gonna have a few years before you could finally, consummate your marriage, whenever that'll be, but... Let's have a talk, at the fortified garden of Baghdad. That didn't last long. He was 37, struck down in his prime. He likes eunuchs, but frowns upon Christians, which means if I sent him anything, then it's just gonna be even. I shall beat it out of him. You're gonna learn to be cruel. Alright, now we're rivals. Try to seduce her. And yay, another lover. My God, what's the matter with me? That's only because, you know, the devil said so. But the devil made me do it, that's not a good excuse. But I'm gonna do something that the devil can't do a damn thing about it, is picking on a fight with this guy. If he accepts. Oh, I forgot. He's craven. Should have known. Oh. Alright. Anybody else that hates my guts for whatever reason? No, it's because she's a woman. Men only. Men only who hate my guts that aren't rivals. Oh, he's a little old. Craven, no. Some random student? Should I really pick a fight with him? He ain't done anything wrong, but it's just only a religious difference, so screw it, I'll antagonize him. Even though he's not in the court, he's in the Imperial Academy. He's being tutored there. And I'm just gonna say, you know, bad things about him until he picks a fight with me. Huh? I wasn't sure what to do. When the devil himself whispered to me I should talk to one of the denizens of my dungeon. As I listened to the prisoner's appeal for mercy, Satan whispered me once more, and then they weren't very sincere. Perchance a little time on the rack would help him. I heard him scream, and the devil laughed with delight. Oh boy, I tortured him. Ah, royal bedchamber's finished. What else? Good on you, kid. Look at this. Automatic throne. By some complex machinery, this throne can rise itself up and down at will. Gee, I must be that kind of ruler. Might as well spend it big on that. Ooh, a holy war. That's somewhere. But it's almost time. Oh, you know what's the one thing I keep forgetting? That I should have been doing if I wish to get rid of Possessed, and soon? Oh, god dang it. I can't because I'm gluttonous. I can't make special plans for Lent if... Yeah, sure, I'll sign it. What do you like? What is that? A blade forged from a meteorite that fell from the sky? Extremely durable. That makes me jealous. Wish I had a weapon like that. Oh yeah, I beat your ass the other day, so I guess we could be friends. I guess around here, at least to some warriors, defeat means friendship. Or defeat means respect. Victory or respect. But after all, he's a Rajput. For those who know about Rajputs in Indian culture. The first Marathi Nestorian. You're from here? I was about to say, where'd you get that culture? Aha, that's where he got it from. Imperial Academy. They changed their culture to Marathi. I see. I thought they were the first Nestorian Marathis here. What was I supposed to drink then? I need to get all the glory can get, because in a future war, which will most likely happen in the next episode, I'm going to need some commanders to hire. Hire a couple of Punjabi warriors to fight alongside with me as we begin our, you know, the real beginning of the Indian campaign. As soon as I become, you know, the grand champion. I recognize that name. She's the only daughter of that Buddhist priest that lived here and that was a steward. Yeah. And you want to marry her, a Buddhist? Okay, you got it, pal. Have fun. Oh, not again. The fish is talking to me. Is it time to look for another resource in the domain? Yes. Find me a resource here. That's what I'm looking for. That was quick. What else? Again, I can't observe Lent. The only option is wait until November and get rid of that possessed trait before I get slothful, the worst of all sins, because it's the opposite of diligent. Diligence plus one on all. Slothful is the exact opposite. My friend Van Minning does not stand to inherit any land of his own. Always consider him a wise lord, and as such it would be a shame to see him fade into irrelevance. If I were to offer him the Thicana of Nineveh, it would not only bring my friend closer, but also gain a vassal my entire family could trust. Not my home. He was never meant to rule. You're just a military tutor. Okay? Plus, why on earth we want to give you an event? That would be high treason on my part. And there goes another book. I need more books. I know where I can get them. Like how to get books for free, or something like that. Look. So, we're going to sponsor. And it's too bad I can't sponsor the local Imperial Academy, where I can get some more of these free books. You don't have any churches, do you? No? Have some money and I hope you build a church. When you're scared, go to church. Or in this case, when I'm scared, talk to a fish. What's the court size? Man, that's a lot. Oh, you got lots of money in you because of a mad woman's trying to blackmail him. The blackmailer is mad. If you want me help, I want to be reimbursed because I'm greedy. Because the Dark Lord said so. Agree to help with that lunatic extortionist. I was paid for my help. I already figured out a plan when Maharaja told me whether or not my help was wanted enough to get him our fits. I got him the money. Now here's what shall we do. I think I need one more lover. Because I can. I'm the Samrajni / Empress. One would think it's like, man, the Samrajni's gone off the deep end. Hey, student. You and I should have a talk. Whenever you're done, you know, whatever homework you're doing. Damn raiders. Okay, try to seduce her. Let's see if this will work. Made another lover out of it. There is no limit on how many lovers you can have, whether you are homosexual or not. But god dang it, Maccabee. I'll get him to be less slothful, but instead he became stressed. The Alexandria lighthouse is finished. Its final stage. The great lighthouse of Alexandria recreated. What else could I build with this thing? these are all generic features. We already have a tavern in a library, right? I almost said library because I have a bad habit of saying that. Give me a second tavern on the lighthouse as a way of, I don't know. This is just my head talking, thinking. This way increases the chance if I ever get stressed. Ooh, not in perfect shape for this. Well, friend. Oh man, what happened to your money? What have you been spending on? Hey, you didn't give me that much money when we were dealing with that extortionist. But I got 2 more, so I'm almost the champion of champions. Come on. Good fight. Good fight. At a festive outing in a while, Thakurani Misrak and I left the main party and walked down to a nearby stream, chatting chemically. Hours later, sitting on a cliff together, watching the water flow, a strange tension has grown between us. Attraction for another woman. As I get up to leave, she suddenly leads in and whispers something in my ear. Well, she's blind. I mean, she's blind, she's like me, and she's possessed too, like me. Hey, we actually have things in common. You are the ruling Thakurani, which is Countess. So basically she's using poetry. Such sweet words of love, how can my heart resist? I'll do it, just this once. So yeah, we're lovers too. Even though I'm 39 years old, I mean, soon I'm not going to be, you know... Oh, but then again, you already have enough children, you can't produce any more. You're the most disgraceful courtier, you dummy. So now I have 4 female lovers. Matter of fact, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, what happens if, you know, there's homosexual women from other countries, not just a realm? I was about to say, oh Lord, is this what we're doing now? But then again, you can't make them lovers if you can. That's only if you have a seducer trait. Also, rest in peace. Go with God. Even though he's a tribal kinslayer. Up on the construction because it'll make the, you know, the construction of Grand Fortress slightly faster. Come on, build up more. Where's our steward? I thought I had a... I keep forgetting. This is a way to build it faster. No, thank you. Can't have a private conversation yet? Oh boy, having many lovers is exciting and fulfilling. So much love, so desire, but so little time. I feel like I'm burning the candle at both ends. I mean, no offense, I have to break up with you because you're blind. You'll never know what I truly look like. I don't know, I mean, nobody's born blind, so I don't know how she lost her eyes, so... You may never know. Maybe she was imprisoned one time, and, of course, if you're in Byzantine culture, which she is of that, Coptic, Byzantine culture, you know, probably that blindness happened there. Oh, she's stressed. Maybe I can have a private conversation with her. And maybe she will get an event. Well, look at you. You ditched Buddhism in favor of Nestorian. Look, it's whatever to me, but I prefer this province to be Nestorian. So. Yay! Did it again. Over time, she will lose her stress trait because of me. Oh, and get in shape again. And also I have another chance to get rid of that possessed trait. I don't want to become slothful when this happens. And stop talking to that damn fish. I'm still possessed. Well, not until 1179 I can get it again. Correct? No, 1178. Man, I made so much friends, so much lovers, and so many enemies. Hey, wanna fight? I ain't got nothing better to do on board. Okay, what else can we build here on this stage? Oh, wait a minute. The throne's not finished. I don't think I could build any more. Thanks for the money. There, now this will guarantee that no disease is going to come to this area. Come on, who wants to face me? One more challenger, and then I am the Grand Champion. An undefeated Grand Champion. There has been increasing complaints from the merchants in the town nearby lately. It seems a number of naked Jain ascetics, Dingabara sect, has taken to sit and preach in the main square. The merchants say they understand the need to respect the other religions, but the naked ascetics are driving away customers and upsetting the people's sensitivities. Well, clearly you people are just, Look, I'm Nestorian. I have a few Jain friends, but that's because of warrior camaraderie. So, we will ask the ascetics to move to a less prominent location. Jains they might be upset, so I could say, could you please, move? There are some people who are Zoroastrians, some are Buddhists, but the majority of us are Nestorians, so could you please just move? I have high diplomacy skill. More books falling apart. They're getting old. Huh? Not again. Jesus tells me to embrace the Miscellanean heresy. I'm abandoning that too. Cut that out. I know he's telling me to stop doing this bad thing, but I will stop. Just wait 3 years, and I will get rid of that possession. Alright. This is it. If I can beat this guy, which I think I will, then I will complete this task at 40 years old. Bring me my sword. Jump attack it. I'll do extravagant attack. Got a little greedy there. Okay, calm down, calm down. I got a little greedy there. Many foes have attempted to reach my rightful place, but times and times again I repelled all pretenders. No one now can doubt my might and skills. The title of Grand Champion is yours and yours only. All shall remember your glorious exploits for the ages to come. The title is forever mine. I was the noble, then I was the priest hater, but I will forever be known as the champion. Oh, really? Patrolino inheritance. I was worried because of, this character being female. I thought it was going to be for matrilineal inheritance. No, it's fine. So, anyways, everyone knows the exploits of Samrajni Tami, the champion, the undefeated grand champion of the Wheel of Life and Death. So that means it ups the sex appeal any more than it should, as if it's enough. Bit of prestige and, especially most importantly, combat skill. So all these children here now have this bloodline, and that includes my heirs and that will carry on this family line on. So yeah, I'm the champion. So this is the first time, again, let me bring this up. This is the first time ever in this series, at least for me. I mean, I've been Grand Champion before when I was the Republic of Ragusa as the founder of the dynasty, Bonda, Roscoe Bonda, who founded the champion bloodline of the Round Table. And then now we got this person who was formerly a member of the Round Table and then got kicked out due to her cultural conversion to Punjabi. Entered the Wheel of Life and Death Fighter Guild. That's for the Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Tibeto-Burman, and Chinese cultures. And this woman, a total foreigner, remained undefeated for her life and becomes Grand Champion, Champion Bloodline, and a nickname that she refers to herself. She really proved all the doubters wrong. And at age 40, I think she's already considered maybe one of the all-time greats in the series history, but yet there's still many more years ahead of her. And we still got more work to do because in a few years, it's back to conquest. Start expanding into India again. Well, the real Indian campaign begins because when we entered Punjab, Wheel River Collection. Again, I need more books. The Wheel River Collection is a collection of Tang poetry written by Wang Wei and Pei Di. The verses based on the series of 20 scenes inspired by the sites available as Wang Wei's retirement estate. Well, knowing that I'm a freaking crazy person who's done a lot of things, you know what? Let's summon the council. Let's give this a shot. Alright, the majority of the population is now Nestorian, no longer Zoroastrian. The Punjabi people here are Nestorian, as they should be. So, I was about to say, should we research cultural tech or some other technologies that this county lacks compared to the others? Or just tell them to... What does the patriarch of these think? Oh, I'm sure he thinks of me very highly, especially that I have a champion bloodline now. Heck, I think I'm in a mood for a tiger hunt. Let's do it just once as a way of, look, a tiger hunt can happen in any season. You know what, let's just hold a summer fair, and then the tiger hunt, and then the feast. I can do that, right? Okay, let's hold a summer fair. Right as you get married. Meeting of the minds. Council convenes in the basis of my advisors speak petition. Why are we here, my lady? It comes with a hint of concern. I sit down and expenses almost tangible. As I leave the question hanging in the air, I finally speak about disclosing much of my current nightly restlessness. I convey the message eloquently enough. I want to discuss the concept of life and death. I want to look into everlasting life. They nod slowly. So what do you think? The spirit rises in my room as my counselors start talk. Some hesitantly, some gesture wildly. They all have ideas. Look, I've done the martial one before, if you recall the old Serbian series, the Vukovic tales. Alexandros, the jurist and doctor-in-law who's been with me through thick and thin, send my trusted Alexandros. He will use his diplomatic ties and send letters to all of his confidants. Eternal life is surely something of interest, and many a noble and somebody has to know something. Anyways, let's just get on with the summer fair. And after the summer fair, let's all go to Tiger Hunt. And give me some more prestige. I already got enough money as it is. And, I want to seduce another woman. Because I can. Ain't nobody gonna accuse me of being, I don't know. Some would think Tommy's like, yeah, she's champion and all, but she's a sexual predator. Woo woo. A groomed one. And lustful. This is a winner. In Tammy's book. Invited the monkey trainer to the summer fair and the performance went well until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of the pig. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led the other monkeys to attack the trainer, biting him and hitting him with his own stick. Here's your money. I don't want to see you ever again. Send a spy master. Karima bint Murad. In his seclusion in the royal apartments in the Alexandria Lighthouse. Will she go for it? Oh, of course. And right on time, too. The throne is finished. I could build one more stage. Yeah, the throne made entirely of gold. Not even gilded. Just completely gold. What a waste. Yeah. One would think... Yep, one would think, yep, this is the same throne that just moves up and down, and now it's golden. How can he stand himself to look in the mirror, I wonder? If God struck him with such a grotesque and repulsive face, is that only good people could make fun of it. Who could love such a freak? I will deride over his deformity. What deformity? He's groomed. What? I infuriated him, and now he's depressed. It seems my attempt to antagonize that Cathartic had some unsavory effect on my mind of the victim. He appears to feel a lot more miserable after being subject to the vile rumors that spread about him. Wouldn't be ashamed if he put himself out of his misery. But it's because he got the depressed trait. It appears that my actions permanently tarnished his reputation, diminishing his prestige of his dynasty. As he deserves. Why do I get the impression that she hates men and loves only women nowadays? Now that she's in her 40s. When is it time to drink another? None of you. Oh, not until 3 years. The Marshal Rakumar Babayas caught the peddlers selling stolen goods red-handed. Seize his goods and lock him up. I would have executed him publicly because, you know, I'm already cruel. But little money is good money. Alright, everybody's left. And now, everyone, let's go on a tiger hunt. I've decided to organize a tiger hunt. I will invite my vassals to enjoy this occasion with me. Send the riders with the invitations. All the mayors, bishops, the kings, and even the magnificent rector. Tiger or no tiger, we will have a feast soon afterwards to end the episode. Alright, the hunters and the respective entourages have gathered at the hunting camp. Retainers are available to see my every need, and soldiers will be useful for both guarding the camp and for flushing out any tigers. This should be a fine day. Can't wait. Tavern is finished. Moment. one more space, so try to think of it. We already have spikes somewhere. Thinking how we travel from one place to the other. Wait, nobody's gonna siege Alexandria. So maybe we should just up the... Do we have a historic mural in Jerusalem? Just wondering. I thought we already have one of those. No, we don't. We already have a watchtower network, so I guess historical mural it is. A beautiful mural depicting a scene from the history of my dynasty. So one would think when a person travels by boat to Alexandria, they'll see this lighthouse, and then they see this historic mural of Assyria's great rulers in history. And coming soon, they'll put myself in the way. Alright. Several forward scouts have come running back to the main hunting party. In excited whispers, they inform me that a large tiger is spotted ahead. Hand me my spear and stand back. I will kill it myself, because I'm the grand champion, damn it. Stepping forward, I watch the tiger closely, weighing my spear in hand, waiting for the right moment to strike. The tiger prowls towards me, slowly, and then suddenly it leaps towards me. I sidestep and stab with my spear, sinking it deeply to its flank. I killed the tiger. I don't know if you'll become accomplished lady-in-waiting in time by the time you stalled it. A most successful hunt. A slain tiger means luck for the realm, and everyone heads home with new optimism. Rejoice! The next time we hold a tiger hunt, that'll be before the Indian campaign begins. But now, let's have a feast. One last event before, we do... well, look, after this feast, we're just going to close the episode, okay? I've given the orders for the great feast to be hosted in Nandana. Let the preparations begin, and all my vassals will be there. Well, I doubt all of them, because I'm sure probably some were just... The conjurer produced a rabbit from a hat and made a handkerchief change color from brown to red, and he simply vanished from the room, only to knock on the door and open a few seconds later. You must perform at my feast. No feast is complete without boar meat. Who will get the prestigious task of hunting and slaying the boars needed for the feast? Huh. Still have to send my son out. Look, I know you haven't had children yet, but to prove your Georgian wife that you have what it takes, you gotta have some manhood in you, so I'm sending you out to hunt the boar. Don't get hurt. I revoked your honorary title. When? Then again, the best part about preparing a feast is deciding what food stuff I serve. I must purchase venison, boar, which he hunted, and duck, and spices, and wine, and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses, and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. I will spend lavishly on food because I'm gluttonous, and I need to stay in shape. Most of the preparations of the feast have been made. Now they'll only send out the invitations. I hereby invite you to... Who's not coming? Bishop, 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 mayor, mayor, mayor. The feast hasn't even started, and already this fish is talking to me again. About saying this line succession. Oh, she's kind of far down, so I would say... I mean, she'll be a good commander to you, and she's doing good deeds, so yeah, I'll accept it. The Leviathan talking fish is talking to me again. The magnificent rector ain't coming? Well, he has to run the Imperial Academy, This Finnish woman is now Nestorian. I forgot to cut that out. You don't need to do that anymore. Search for some secret society members or something. They're probably around again. The guests have finally arrived. All is ready. The cooks have worked day and night preparing the food, and the castle has never looked any lovelier. Especially with my throne that goes up and down and, well, no. This feast is here. We're not doing it in Duval. So welcome to my feast, everybody. Right in the middle of my feast, this guy, he has the audacity to waltz in here and says, I challenge you for the title of champion. But he's killed a few people because he's been collecting. He's a bounty hunter. And merciless too. So, ooh, that's why they call him the Fearless. Bring me my sword. We'll finish this feast soon enough. Hope you learned your lesson. Now let me finish my meal. Or something. Finish the dang feast. A bounty hunter? Suspected apostate? Okay, I'll do it. In the next episode. The more wine Mir Amid drank, the more loud and louder he talked and laughed until he let out a loud snoring and fell face first on his plate. The servants discreetly removed Mir Amid from the table and took her to the bedchamber. That's disgusting. You're drunk. Clearly. Plus he has cancer, so take it easy on this old man. It's just old man doing old man things. So last of the guests I returned home and everyone agreed it was this year's greatest feast. I had fun and so did everyone else. And I hope you people enjoyed this very eventful episode. And one of these days, I hope in the next episode, get this madness out of my head. And that, and also continuing to beat anybody who dares to challenge my title as champion. And sooner or later, India awaits. And we await for the next episode. Until then, so long for now.